in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. At the 35, he's loose. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Using the quick game. And the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll give it to him again. Off he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7, LSU 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Got a lot of running room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop them running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game. This is a massive aggressive decision for the head coach because it is early. And how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quarterback checking off. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On target to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Gain of 11. First down for the offense.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
LSU 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
and great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. To throw, it's Collins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. LSU quick to the line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a...
Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He finds his man. Touchdown LSU! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He leaves it with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they...
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Hurley. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water boys, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back, and that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Collins. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown LSU! And that one will give him the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. And more yards after contact. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Kyle.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The handoff to Johnson. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Oh, look out! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Keeps the legs moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air. It's Hurley. Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it fourth.
They've only converted one time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. Looking down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That's the end of the third quarter play. With the score, LSU 35, Notre Dame 28.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Works the middle of the field. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. He's got his man.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Using his legs, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Buys a little extra time. He throws one to the left. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Slips a tackle. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Getting some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Collins. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
A shot toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. And that one is picked off in the end zone. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little room. The expressway is wide open. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie. This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the two-point try. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Back to pass, it's Hurley. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Irish. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Number 17.
Man, this game has been incredible.